Welcome to Arambam. Happy Tamil New Year to those of you that celebrate. And the reason that I'm sitting here today and talking to all of you, we're about to embark on the next chapter of Arambam. Want to share more stories about why we're doing what we're actually doing, and how we're hoping to shape the community, the culture, and how we're taking Tamil culture around the country, but hopefully around the world as well. It's a very special time right now because, of course, it's Tamil New Year, but it also represents 2 years of Arambam. When we started it in 2023 with the first Tamil meetup, it was a glimmer of hope to be able to bring together the community, the culture, in the way that we've been privileged to be able to over the last 2 years. And we're really, really excited for what's to come. And hopefully these conversations can give you a peek into what the entire team and all the creators that we work with have been putting together at Arambam. And hopefully this gives you an insight into what we hope the culture and community can evolve and move forward into. Let's start with why we started Arambam in the first place, why we exist, why we do what we do, especially things you're going to hear about in the next few weeks, if not next few months. First, let's start with the manifesto that I wrote about 2 years ago when we first started Arambam. I'll read off the manifesto. We'll paraphrase it a bit for brevity, but also updates and thoughts and ways we shape things, the way we talk about things. But for all of you, if you go to the arambam.com website, you can read the full manifesto there, and I'll also link it in either the description or the bio as well, so you can take a look. It first starts with a definition. Third spaces are spaces where people spend time between home, their first place, and work, their second place. They are locations where we exchange ideas, have a good time, and build relationships, and can play in strengthening our sense of community. Now, getting to the manifesto. Tamil Sangams and other such organizations were created by our parents and their generation for their Tamil cultural experiences. Many of our parents were born and raised in Southern Asia, and they carried their cultural experiences with them as they immigrated to the West. Tamil Sangams and associations like that are curated to their Tamil cultural experiences as first-generation immigrants. Those associations and their events is their third space. As their kids, as second, third generations or beyond immigrants, we grew up going to these Tamil Sangam events and immersed ourselves in Tamil culture. Even outside of these events, we immerse ourselves in Tamil culture through movies, music, and comedy, amongst other forms of entertainment that we had. However, beyond all of this Tamil culture that we had in our homes and different community spaces, we also grew up in the West, right? And we also grew up immersing ourselves in Western culture through school and other activities that we did outside of the confines of our family, friends, and home. Now, as adults, many of us are at the intersection of both Tamil and Western cultures, balancing both at times and at others merging both together to create a unique blend of these cultures. Sometimes Tamilized Western culture and sometimes Westernized Tamil culture. That is our unique experience as third culture kids at the intersection of both cultures. And that is a distinctively different cultural experience than that of our parents. A side commentary to all of this is what we see as Tamil diaspora. And that as terminology makes the most sense here because it represents, of course, our individual identity as Tamil and from being raised in Tamil cultures and communities, but also collectively shares our perspective on Western culture and our ability to be in both and be a hybrid of both as well. And so in that way, now as adults, we likely may not fully fit into the older third spaces. We need new third spaces that cater to our unique cultural entanglement of our Tamil and Western cultures. Third spaces that are meant for us, built by us for ways that we have fun, the ways that we build relationships, and the ways we feel connections to our communities. This is what we, Arambam, are striving to be.
the new third space for us, for the Tamil diaspora, those of us who are at the intersection of Tamil and Western cultures. And Arambam is not just for us who were born and raised as Tamil, but it's also for our non-Tamil friends and family as well to share in our Tamil culture, to embrace it and invite them with open arms to our community and the cultural movement that we are part of now. Tamil meetups in New York City were the first step in that direction, and we will continue to build on that direction with more meetups and more Tamil culture-oriented experiences in New York City, and soon share that love and share those experiences around the country to other cities as well. We're just getting started, and we're amped to embark on this journey with all of you. Now, reflecting on 2 years of Arambam, we'd like to believe that we have achieved and fulfilled this mission of this manifesto, especially within the last year. We've, of course, have a tremendous, thriving, significant, powerful, and loving community here in New York City. But we've also expanded that community across the country to San Francisco, Chicago, Atlanta, Dallas, Seattle, DMV, and soon, hopefully, many more cities as well. And across these communities, across these experiences, and in these 2 years, we're grateful and privileged to be able to say that we've had over 10,000 unique attendees across 50 plus different experiences. And we've had the privilege of working with over 200 plus creators across the country and from across the world as well. But here's the thing, more than just in real life experiences, we've expanded to create a platform for our community that's accessible to the entire globe, including Arambam, Tamil meetups, Arambam music, Arambam show, Arambam culture, and a few others that are still in the works and will be shared soon. Across these accounts, we've amassed millions of impressions for our Tamil cultural content from audiences around the world. And through these 2 years, we've been privileged to have worked with many talented and skilled Tamil creators from around the world and here in America. And it's been amazing to see how their creativity and their originality is shaping Tamil culture and our diaspora in many different ways and is pushing it forward. And now thinking about what Arambam represents, thriving, beautiful, supportive community around the country. Our goal is a platform for creators to be able to connect with the community, to be able to share what they're creating, not just to the Tamil community and audiences, but also to non-Tamil audiences and communities that are interested in what we're doing as a culture and as a community. And that is what we're striving to do. And so in that effort, we're going to be launching and sharing a lot of these efforts that we've had the opportunity to partner with several Tamil American creators that represents us as Tamil Americans, the diaspora, our next generation of what we see Tamil as and how we see Tamil moving forward. And we're excited for all of you to experience that soon. I know I didn't share anything specific because you're going to be hearing more about that and what we've had the opportunity and privilege to be a part of in creating, and also the inner workings of why we're doing what we're doing. So you're going to hear from me, you're going to hear from other team members here at Arambam, and you're going to hear from the creators themselves. So I'm excited for all of you to get a sneak peek and inside look into what we're building and how we're hoping to share and evolve Tamil culture into the next generation. So if you're interested in learning more and keeping up to date and sharing your love to all these Tamil American creators and beyond that we have the opportunity to work with, follow us and check us out on Instagram at Arambam. Excited for you guys to see what we have coming soon. Thank you, everyone.